Another Thursday means another TWAB, and per the usual, because it is so close to Witch Queen, we're getting more and more updates about what is going to be changing come the next year of Destiny. So, at the very start, they tell us that ritual reputations are changing a bit, and that strikes are going to be earning more reputation, specifically the ability to optimize even more faster reputation by higher difficulty Nightfalls and utilizing the activity streaks, but generally we should see more reputation coming out of strikes, as well as trials. If you're the type of person to not reset every card because you lost falls and you go for 20 round wins, 7 ticket wins, basically you'll be getting more and more trials XP depending on how far and how long you've been using the same card, up to 105 extra reputation a match, depending on rounds 1, how many games you played, blah blah blah, but you'll be seeing that, as well as returning rewards as well as new ones. Let's see, they basically give us Summoner right off the bat, and they say there's another weapon in the pipe. We believe that will be returning in the next season. Who knows what we'll be getting. And what about things that aren't be changing? Gambit is going to be getting a revamp of Reputation, but after they show us the actual testing of the new Gambit that's going to be coming with Witch Queen, supposedly, as well as not changing anything to activity streaks or placement of the ritual weapon ornaments. They have heard feedback on it, and they will be adjusting those things soon. And lastly, we know it's not knowing exactly what the active bonus is. So, in case we forget, double ranks / rewards, whenever they're active, they'll have a modifier on the launch screen to remind you of such things. As well, Vanguard strikes are being done away with technically and being replaced with the Vanguard Ops. Vanguard Ops will include the strikes playlist as well as the 4 Battlegrounds missions on various worlds that are all Cabal, but they will be direct launch, no champion versions, as they are about strike length, and it bolsters up the variety in the strike playlist post content vaulting. As well, any bounties, quests, or triumphs will reference Vanguard Ops as opposed to strikes. Now, as well, Nightfalls, there's going to be getting a change a little bit for Nightfalls. Basically, they're adding a burn that will be more refined. Instead of the usual damage modifiers that we've been seeing, there'll be a acute burn, which will make it so that damage taken by a specific element will be increased by 50%, and player damage done with said element will be boosted by 25%. So it hurts a little more than it deals, but at the same time, it's different from what it was, where it was a flat-out 25 increase, 25 decrease. Or 25 output, 25 input, I suppose the way it works. Now, as well, the seasonal strike modifiers that were in Season 15, they're going to be added to the Hero, Legend, and Master modifiers, and they will be generally themed as Glade and Void usage coming up. But as well, here's a quick look into what some of the loot we'll be getting is, which is Silicon Uroma, the former Nightfall loot from the Pyramidion, as well as Duty Bound, the former loot from the Savathun Song Strike. An aggressive sniper and adaptive auto rifle. I believe this wasn't around. I think they're both kinetics. Now, as well, they might be changing, but come the launch as well, there will be a similar thing as the Master Lost Sectors have, where strikes will tell us what shields are going to be available in the strike, so we don't need to butt our heads against the wall finding out on our own where the uh-ohs are when it comes to Grandmasters. And as well, Lost Sectors have been compressed, so there's no longer a Legend and a Master, 2 different ones active at one time. There'll be one daily exotic Lost Sector farm that will have options for both Legend and Master, one unique one exotic reward that will rotate on the daily. So don't look for two more anymore, you only have one reward to go for. As well, they reverted the change to respawns in the Crucible, as while changes were not what they wanted, they did not really improve anything. It was a slight decrease, so they are reverting Crucible spawns back to what they were pre this season. So it'll be a little bit more faster paced nowadays. And these changes to HDR, there's a lot of updates to HDR that I won't get into the full details, as there's a lot of changes that happened regarding PC, Xbox, all sorts of different things. So if you wish to actually read any of this, I'd recommend you just bring up the TWAB yourself. And just in case there's anything here that's important and that you were waiting for updates and changes. Now, as well, they added a new community team manager in the form of Bruno, who will be covering most of the Latin American communities, including, let's see, Southern Europe and Latin America. So, any parts of those world, we have a new community manager that you can say hi on his Twitter right here, which here, let me bring it up for y'all right here. BR1, Bruno Loviers. So, that's our new community manager for the Latin American community, if y'all want to say hi. Now, as well, various other issues, Bungie names. They are going to be adding a way to actually change your Bungie name come after Witch Queen. It won't be at launch, but soon after Witch Queen launches, we'll have options for those, and as well as some issues with Steam display names, Bungie names, and that sort of thing, if that applies to you. Now, rewards to be claimed before Witch Queen launches include bunch of rewards, season pass items, as well as various reputation vendor rewards from all sorts of places, as well as seasonal seals and rewards. So, all of these things must be claimed by Witch Queen, otherwise they will just be a waste and no longer used. Now, of course, the known issues, there isn't much that is about right now, so check the known visual article. I don't know if they just didn't add it or if they missed it or what. But as well, if you wish to check again, click here and then it'll take you to the vault updates, which is basically everything that will be going to the Destiny content vault come Witch Queen. If there's anything that you are questioning about or not sure of, be sure to check this article to make sure that you're getting everything before it goes away. Now, going back to our spot, let's see. That was pretty much everything. We get to movies of the weekend per the usual. There is some excellent art from all of our folks across the Destiny community. Now, as well, they basically say that we'll, per the usual, be getting more. And feel free to check over to the products page for next expansion. Make sure you're caught up and ready to rock and blah, blah, blah. So that was the TWAB. We're getting updates to Reputation. We got a little bit more information on Nightfall loot. Some returning trials weaponry. It wasn't a very big TWAB, but it was more of, we need a filler TWAB for the stuff that isn't exactly fitting in with one specific one. Aside from that, that is the TWAB for Thursday, the 27th of January. My name is Matt Scorpion, and I will see you in the next video.